Who's on board? Vibrant's on board. Who's Vibrant?
Well, have we started an official countdown clock yet? Because we're like, what, 6 weeks away from our first practice, I think.
All right, so we're back on progress. Major setbacks, having to remove a perfectly good roll cage, but it wasn't up to the standards that Pikes Peak set based off of vehicle weight. So we know we were gonna pass 4,000 pounds, so we had to go up to the 2-inch roll cage tubing. That's been a major delay, but the team's worked really hard to get us back on track. So we're looking okay at this point. All the major fabrication stuff interior-wise is done.
I've been working on some of the turbo plumbing to make sure that stuff's been all wrapped up, because those are some pretty big bulky parts. As we run the 5-inch exhaust out the side, get the downpipes, everything connecting the two turbos together, there's a lot of stuff in the way. And so we've been working around the hood because we know that a lot of that stuff is probably gonna be pushed right through the hood. So Mark's been cutting a hole for the turbo today, so we can start to see kind of the scope of how much of the hood we're gonna have to modify.
Clay's gonna dig this. Story time. I always ask crazy, stupid stuff out of OP, and I was begging him to flip the intake manifold to see if it was even possible. He did it, the magician he is. So what we have here is a traditional aftermarket intake manifold. Normally the throttle inlet is on the upper side, but all of this would protrude through the hood, blocking vision. We wanted to take just the minimum out, so he was able to cut it off, flip it, and weld it, so we'll have the intake charge pipe tucked underneath the hood as much as possible. So miracles do happen, it is possible, and it's just one more nice hand-built piece that kind of makes this thing unique and special, and very well thought out design and great execution.
We've got the new Kill Devil front plate on there, which means we can get rid of all the auxiliaries that were on the engine and now do some custom stuff off the face of it, which is going to be very, very nice.
Boom, boom. Who's on board? Vibrant's on board. Who's Vibrant? Who? Vibrant is on board. Got a lot of these to put to use, a bunch of fab work coming up. We'd like to thank Vibrant for jumping on board and helping us with this project with a lot of high quality components. We've used Vibrant stuff for years. They wanted to get involved in this, and so a name you're gonna see all over this car as we use a lot of those individual components and fabrication projects to bring this thing to life.
We've got a bunch more of the interior pieces together, some of the ergonomic stuff of the driver.
We're getting the digital dash, the gear indicator, the shifters in place.
He's got to control some electronic water pumps and stuff in the car. So we want to make sure that everything's really easy for him to reach as he's sitting in the car.
We also have a really cool feature where the intake for the turbo is going to be in the interior of the car.
The air filter for the turbo is literally going to be right in front of Cole. If we didn't have a filter element in it, from the driver's seat, he could look right down through the turbo.
So for this operation, we got a drive shaft that doesn't melt when it gets hot. So this one's all steel, super heavy duty, and mates up with our quick change rear end from the Ford transmission. So this should be up to the task. I might order a spare just with my track record, but yeah, we think this one's gonna do the job. We went for strength instead of weight. Seems to be a theme on this project. So good to have something else here. One more piece of the puzzle. So as you guys can see, there's just like 2 or 3 things that need to be done, and we're gonna fire it up later today and take it out for some testing.